Vitamin D is actually a hormone that activates certain body processes and accelerates speed even for more than 100 times when it comes to skin repair after sun exposure, for example, especially with supplemental vitamin D. There is, of course, the good and the bad side of vitamin D when it comes to supplements, because this form doesn't provide natural information, but rather animal source of vitamin D gathered in laboratory under radiation of sheep's fat under ultraviolet B light. Yes, supplemental vitamin D gives our body information to accelerate body processes, and that's the reason why we feel warm and overall great. The point is that our body, in order to gain all this energy, needs to spend a lot of body resources, our body supplies, which is the underlying cause why we can feel exhausted when we quit with vitamin D supplements. My experience is that 1000 units doesn't provide any noticeable effects, but rather 5000 units a day. I tested 25,000 and 50,000 units, where I felt fast repair speed and energy in my body. The reason why we feel great in summer at night is because a large amount of natural vitamin D is formed. Studies around the world showed that in many cases vitamin D deteriorated bone problems in participants rather than provide any benefits. My experience showed that you should only use vitamin D if there is a risk that you need fast skin repair. But the reality is that the skin isn't actually repaired with new cells, but rather covered with existing healthy skin cells with large amount of vitamin D is used. Vitamin D is also used in children with rickets, but no one asks themselves if there are only legs who are changed or also the entire skeletal structure, which is true when used supplemental vitamin D. Bone structure is changed when we use a large amount of supplemental vitamin D in the long term. Problem is that this is fat-soluble vitamin and can stay in our body for a pretty long time, and you cannot get rid of it when desired. Hypercalcemia, for example, is a condition when there is a lot of surplus of calcium floating in our blood. Reason that this calcium is taken from somewhere, from your bones. That's why you need to be sure what you're doing when you are on vitamin D supplements. Hope my experience helps you save many of your conditions.